This nature lover is showing us how to build an incredible ecosphere.
First, I cleaned it really well. Put it down, went and got my supplies ready. You really don't need much. And I'm on my way. Too bad it was raining. That kind of sucked. I spent about 2 hours yesterday clearing out this path all the way down to the old creek in the forest behind my house. It's pretty cool. I set my stuff down and started with the substrate. I grabbed a few different types of mosses and some plants as well as some rocks and some twigs. I quickly realized that the creek had run dry, so I had to go upstream and find some water. Hey look, there's some. I climbed over these fallen trees to get to a little puddle. Started to fill up my water bottles with water, put them back in my backpack, and I was on my way back to the house. This environment was perfect. It was full of microfauna and lots of plants for the ecosphere. Hey look, there's my house. Got inside and I was ready to start building. Oh, and there's Simba. Part 2, building the ecosphere. First we start with the soil and substrate. It's packed full of microorganisms and other little creatures living inside of it. Then the various mosses and plants that I got from the riverbed. Then I added the first 2 water bottles of water. That way it would help keep it cemented in. Then I added in a couple other natural accents. That includes some twigs and some rocks, and some little pebbles as well with some moss on it. Then I topped it off with some more dechlorinated water, and then topped it off with some moss. Closed the lid and it's sealed. It's pretty murky right now, but in a day it'll probably settle up a bit, and I'll update you guys again. I'm gonna leave it by this window for some proper lighting. And look, you can already see some of the microorganisms living inside. Cleared up pretty decently in the first hour. I'm excited to see if this self-sustaining system actually works out. The dust is settled and the water is quite clear. I can see the little guy swimming around a lot easier now. Lots of people have been asking how the living things are getting air. Yes, this is a self-sustaining system. Say that 5 times fast. But until things are settled in, I'll have to open the lid a few times to help oxidize the plants. This won't be a fast journey. We really can't rush nature. But what we can do is sit back, relax, and observe how intricate this really is. I'm really curious to find out what kind of creature this little guy is. He seems to be the biggest out of all them. I'm sure we'll remember him. Should we give him a name? Anyways, it's doing quite well. I'll update you guys in a couple of days. I can't wait. The ecosphere is thriving. Each and every day I see more and more of the microorganisms swimming around inside, and even have been able to notice a few different types as well. Living creatures and green plants prove to me that the cycle is working. After a week, we've noticed some more algae growing on the walls of the jar, as well as more buildup of debris floating at the top of the water, acting as a layer for some of the microfauna to live in. Being able to appreciate nature inside of my own home is amazing, as well as being able to share it with all of you.